When Rudy Giuliani's Wackadoodle paradigm explaining why his gangster boss had lost the election wasn't getting enough traction, Sidney Powell was brought into the tent in order to better explain and further expand the theory into full Wackadoodle territory. Without batting an eyelash, she stated that the election had been stolen from Trump by way of a conspiracy that dated back to deceased Venezuelan dictator Hugo Chavez, implicated Canadian voter software company Dominion, and basically hinged on changing millions of votes electronically from Trump to Biden so that he could win. The reason? Communism trying to destroy America. She promised to produce incontrovertible evidence as proof, but failed to show a single iota, and by the following days began to implicate Republicans in Georgia as part of the plot, by which point the Trump team decided she was too wackadoodle even for them, so they threw her under the bus and let her go. No birth time available for Powell, but looking at the day planets for conspiracies, the Saturn opposing Pluto-Uranus is a great place to start. This is a really harsh alignment that could achieve the heights of transformation on the plus side, but on the downside turns to suspicion and destruction, as well as being quite unstable and explosive. Consider that she was born in the tumultuous mid-60s, and that Saturn opposed Pluto again during the 9/11 period, and you begin to understand the kind of mind you are dealing with. The second alignment is even more to the point, and without it, the first opposition I just described probably wouldn't take her into these wackadoodle universes, but Sun opposite Neptune on the downside points to made-up realities, literally the victory of imagination over facts and reality. In this, she links to Trump, who with his overactive Neptune-Mercury square does the exact same thing. As an aside, the other issue with Neptune challenging aspects is that they can mean you are dumb, plain and simple. After all is said and done, an incarnation of stupidity. The Jupiter-Mercury conjunction, which can definitely be the signature of someone smart, and making trines and sextiles too, goes totally to waste and is obviously being overwhelmed by the big oppositions in the chart. In the current day transits, Uranus is moving through conjunctions to the Taurus planets and correlates with bringing all this excitement into her life, but with this planet, what began quickly also ended quickly for her. One day she was preaching on Fox, and by the next she was gone. The biggest hit, however, was to the 26-degree Aries Mars, which, as she was bounced, was getting heavy square pressure from the Capricorn trio of planets. The toughest on her is going to be Saturn, of course, but the three together ganging up on those degrees makes it even more forceful. Finally, there is a decent chance she is born near the end of the day, because this would put her Capricorn moon as high as 23 degrees, and thereby pull in part of that same Capricorn planet trio, especially Pluto. Conjunctions of big planets can definitely empower, but when such planets originate in difficult natal alignments, they can also mean failure when they happen. Let us all hope that as we move forward, this level of wackadoodle fades into the deep background where it belongs.